Welcome to astrobix.com Vedic Astrology webcasts. Jupiter's transit gives auspicious or inauspicious results only when the dasha or mahadasha of Jupiter is running in your kundali. Otherwise, the transit of Jupiter will not have much effect on you. In this webcast, we will talk about the impact of the transit of Jupiter in various houses. All the planets transit through the zodiac, which has 12 signs of 30 degrees each. The planets travel 360 degrees throughout the zodiac to reach the same point after completing their orbit. The time of transit of every planet from one sign to another is different. When Jupiter enters a sign during its transit, it stays there for about 12 to 13 months. It means that Jupiter crosses approximately 30 degrees of every sign in about 1 year. Each sign or Rashi has 2¼ nakshatras, and Jupiter passes through one nakshatra in about 160 days. The transit of planets affect our lives in various ways. Some of these effects are auspicious, while some others are inauspicious. Planets usually give some indications before they transit in a sign. Large planets like Jupiter show indications before their transits much earlier than other planets. These indications can be seen in the form of various incidents in our lives, and Jupiter shows such incidents 2 months prior to its transit. The distance between the transiting planet and the Sun decides the results, and the speed of the planet too. When Jupiter is with Sun during transit, it's considered combust and does not provide any auspicious results. Jupiter moves faster or becomes atichari when it is in the 2nd, 11th or 12th house from Sun. When the transiting Jupiter is present in the 3rd house from Sun, it moves at normal speed or is samchari. It moves at slower speed when it is in the 4th house and ultimately becomes retrograde when it comes to the 5th house from Sun. It's also retrograde in the 6th house from Sun. The term retrograde refers to the motion of the planet which moves forward but seems to move backwards in the zodiac. Jupiter is extremely retrograde during its transit in the 7th or the 8th house. It is considered kutilgati or inauspicious in the 9th and the 10th house. All these conditions will affect our lives only during the antardasha or the dasha of Jupiter. Otherwise, the transit of Jupiter will not have much effect on our lives. A lot of things are studied in order to analyze the Janma Kundali. The Yoga, Dasha and the transits are very important while studying a Kundali. Yogas will give auspicious results only during the favorable Dasha and if the transits are favoring these yogas too. Transits act as a medium to give you good results when the dasha is auspicious. Transits are analyzed by considering Moon to be the ascendant. When Jupiter transits through the ascendant, you may lose respect in the society. Avoiding unnecessary relationships and arguments will save you from further stress and tensions. You may also face hurdles in your professional life during this period. It's also possible that you may not be satisfied with your job and might look for a new one. People seeking government jobs should behave nicely with government officials and should not ruin their relationships with them. You may go on a lot of journeys during the transit of Jupiter through the ascendant. You need to be careful as these journeys can become a reason of rise in your expenses. Try not to spend much or it may falter your budget. There can be a rise in your income during the transit of Jupiter through the 2nd house. You'll also spend a good time with your family and friends. Unmarried people in your family will be able to find a suitable partner during this period. They may also get married in this period. Married people may be able to get a child. Your enemies might approach you to resolve the differences during this transit of Jupiter. You'll also be involved in charities. When Jupiter transits through the 3rd house, you may be involved in arguments with your family members. You should try to avoid such arguments as these could lead to health problems and a lot of stress. The work and behavior of your colleagues during this period may not be appropriate for you. If you are running your own business, you might not get the cooperation of people working under you. This may cause loss in your business. Try to work according to the needs of the situation to avoid further problems. The 4th house is considered the karak of the mind. Therefore, when Jupiter transits through the 4th house, you tend to lose your peace of mind and feel restless. Also, there might be an increase in the number of enemies during this period. You may stay away from your place of birth due to a personal or professional reason, because of which you may not be able to enjoy the benefits of your land and property. Jupiter's transit through the 5th house increases virtues in you. Due to this, you will not be interested in the gossips about other people. Auspicious tasks will be accomplished in your family without making much efforts. This is the right time for you to expect a child or some sort of happiness from your children. You will be happy and successful during this transit. Due to your enhanced confidence, you will be able to overcome all professional obstacles too. Your friends will be supportive and you will enjoy their cooperation and company. Jupiter's transit through the 6th house increases the chances of getting diseases. Stomach problems are very frequent in this period. You should take the advice of a doctor at regular intervals if you are suffering from diabetes or a trouble related to the gallbladder. The 6th house is associated with diseases, enemies and deaths, so you may face some problems due to loss of wealth. You will always feel that you don't have sufficient money in this period. You may also take some loans and might get into arguments with government officials over petty issues. Hence, keep a tab on your expenses to avoid such unpleasant circumstances. Jupiter's transit through the 7th house keeps you healthy and fit. This transit may prove to be very fortunate for you, as it will bring prosperity and happiness in your life. You may go on a journey with a purpose and might get some fruitful results out of this journey. When Jupiter transits through the 8th house, an unreasonable fear of losing things or of theft may bother you. The transit makes you feel that you do not have sufficient money. You might also lose some money, which will make you restless. Jupiter's transit through the 8th house may give loss to businessmen. You may go on a long journey which might not give you the desired results. There might be some arguments with children since they may not agree with your thoughts and beliefs. You should try to be polite with people, as they may avoid or neglect you due to your rude behavior. Jupiter's transit through the 9th house is a very fortunate period. It may result in the birth of a child. If you already have children, you will get love and respect from them. During this period, you may get a promotion or a hike in your salary. You will be considered an important part of the society and will be expected to play a vital role. Jupiter's transit through the 9th house takes you on religious pilgrimages. You'll also be interested in other religious activities. When Jupiter transits through the 10th house, you may face a lot of problems. You may lose respect in the society and may have to make a lot of efforts to fulfill your day-to-day needs due to loss of wealth. Therefore, keep a check on your expenses and avoid unnecessary arguments with people. Also, try to bridge the emotional gap between you and your child, since you may get separated from your child if you do not pay attention to him or her. Jupiter's transit through the 11th house brings success in all spheres of life. You will be respected in the society and will be successful in whatever you do. You may also get promotion during this period. Businessmen will find some good opportunities to expand their business. You may be inclined towards material desires, which might distract you from your goals. The period may prove to be fortunate for you because auspicious ceremonies may be organized at your home during this transit. Also, there are chances of the birth of a child in your family. You need to be calm and polite with your family members, as you may get into unnecessary arguments with them during the transit of Jupiter through the 12th house. Be careful, otherwise these small quarrels may lead to separation with your family members. Avoid going for long journeys during this period, as these journeys might not give you favorable results. Your expenses might increase and it can give you stress. You should not trust anyone blindly in this period, since a trustworthy person can betray you or may even try to disgrace you. Jupiter governs things like multiflowers, white mustard, honey, white flowers, licorice root, sycamore wood, and Damayanti leaves. A bath from these things governed by Jupiter on Thursdays or on the days of Jupiter nakshatras pacifies and strengthens Jupiter. Soak these things in water at night and take bath with this water in the morning. Taking bath with this water gives you relief from the ill effects of transit of Jupiter. You should take this bath on Thursday or in Punarvasu, Vishakha or Purva Bhadrapad nakshatras, since these are the nakshatras of Jupiter. Thank you for watching this webcast. Visit astrobix.com for more free Vedic astrology.